Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. We just recently got a new trailer for the new Pokemon game coming out, Scarlet and Violet. And man, this just looks great. Or at least most of it. Overall, I'm pretty positive on this trailer. But I do have some concerns. And then I do have some little negatives about the game. Graphically speaking, this is a hit or miss game. Sometimes it looks really good. I really love the colors in this one. It really just pops. And then you get into the lighting and shadows and they just don't hold up compared to other games. It's a shame because this seems to be one of the most innovative in terms of gameplay for the Pokemon series, but graphically it just does not hold up. Again, some shots look great, others don't. And that's kind of how it was with Arceus. I mean, obviously the gameplay outshined the graphics in just about any way you could imagine. But still, it's a shame that the graphics, while better, I mean, don't get me wrong, the graphics are better than Arceus, but it's still just not quite up there in terms of what it could be. But graphics aside, I really like the art style here. You can tell by just looking at the people in this world. Not necessarily the Pokemon, they look about the same, but the people, man, they look like new Pokemon Snap levels of good. I mean, look at this comparison. The art style is very similar, and Pokemon Snap looked amazing. Of course, that's a different kind of game, which, allows for that kind of graphics. But yeah, this is a major step. I mean, these people look not even anime-like. I mean, yeah, sure, they're cartoonish and stuff, but their eyes are kind of small. Like, this is a totally different design than what we're used to, and I kind of like it. I'm still on the fence because I really do like the, over top anime style. I'm really starting to grow on this, and I kind of like it. Also, another thing while we're on the topic of graphics and art styles, the running animation, I'm just not a fan of. I don't know, it's such a small thing. But that running animation just looks a bit awkward, but that's so little. That's such a little thing. But anywho, let's get on to other things in the trailer, like some of the new Pokemon. We were shown 5 new Pokemon, 3 being regular Pokemon. Also, I am very notoriously bad at Pokemon names, so beware. First up, we have Pawmi, which, I'm gonna be honest, I've seen a lot of love for this little guy. And I get that, I understand that. There's only one thing I have a really big issue with about this Pokemon, and that is his paws. They're like paws with like fingers on them, and that's just weird, man. Like, looking at the art, it's not really that bad, it's cute, right? But in game, man, these are like little fingers coming out of his little stubs. That's a no for me, dog. I mean, maybe the character design will grow on me, but not now. Next Pokemon we got is Smoliv, and Smoliv is not much better. I would put him on par with Pawmi. I mean, I just don't really feel much for this. I love the fact that this Pokemon is an olive. Like, I love that little nod to olives and stuff. That I like. I think the eyes on this one are kind of, what keeps me from loving this design. And then we have my favorite Pokemon design of this entire generation so far, and that is Lechonk. Lechonk is incredible. Such a simple design, but it works so well. People on Twitter have been pointing out that this pig looks like the ones from Wind Waker, and that's probably why I like this pig so much. It just looks so cute. This is definitely the standout favorite for me personally. This is a Wooloo-like Pokemon where you just can't help but to like. Lechonk is the best so far, and no one can tell me otherwise. As for the Legendaries, I'm mixed on. I like the idea of what they're going for, the past-future concept, and I hope this game really takes that concept and, fleshes it out more. Like, I love the idea of having a theme between the past and future, and maybe we can get some futuristic looking Pokemon variants or prehistoric looking Pokemon. Either way, I love this theme. The theme is what keeps me hooked, but these designs, man, I I love and hate these designs. It's weird. So let's talk about Koraidon. I hope I'm saying that right. Koraidon is probably my favorite out of the legendary bunch so far, which is 2. I mean, not surprised there. But yeah, I mean, the one thing I don't like about him is that tire in the middle of his chest. Like, I don't know, man. Not too into that. I love the colors. I love how it's kind of a mix match of, you know, red, blue, pink. You know, it's such an odd combination of colors, right? It seems like sort of random, but also it works with the design. That I like. But I also don't like how there's so much of what's going on in this design. You know, there is such a thing as over-designed Pokemon, and this is kind of teetering that line. But overall, it's actually my favorite one. I think I don't know, the more I look at him, the more I'm actually kind of into him. That can't quite be said about the next one. Although, I'm still on the fence about this one. I don't know. These are first impressions, obviously. And up next, we have Miraidon, which is a futuristic Pokemon, which, again, I love that theme. I love the theme between the two. Even his eyes are digital. I love that little tiny, you know, detail that they put into that. What I don't like about this design is his feet. I get what they're going for. You know, like he's like a jet kind of. It doesn't work for me. It just looks a little weird. It just looks a little goofy. I don't know. Maybe it'll grow on me though. But as of right now, it's not working for me. Everything else about the design, I love. It's just that, and that really bothers me. But yeah, that's all in terms of Pokemon. What about the actual, you know, game mechanics that we see in the trailer? Well, for one, we see a pretty wide variety of biomes here. You know, we got some snowy places. We got some like war-torn, you know, kind of places. And I don't know, all these locations look great. I'm hoping this world is, you know, actually open rather than it being like Arceus, where it's open but it's sectioned off. I really hope this is a seamless open world. Also, in this open world, we can actually, you know, battle trainers, which is still cool to see. I wonder how that's going to work too, because, you know, like, are we going to have the same thing where we're running into their line of vision and then they chase us down? Or is it going to be more we interact with them and then they battle us from there? Either way, I'm glad to see it here. Also, one cool thing to find in the trailer was the fact that your Pokemon can follow you. I don't know how many can follow you, but at least one can. You can see it when the players are with each other and, you know, they're with their Pokemon and then they, you know, split up. The Pokemon are actually following them, and it's not like Sword and Shield where they're following you in a weird way. It looks like they're right there with you, which is really cool to see. Also, that's another thing. Multiplayer is here, and it looks like you can go up to 4 people at a time, you know, just traveling the world together. That's so cool. You know, exploring this world with a friend, that's what Pokemon needed, was, you know, someone to just explore the world with. That's something we probably all wanted growing up, was just to, you know, catch Pokemon with friends and stuff. And now we can finally do that. We don't really know how exactly, and, you know, with the 2 versions of this game, how's that going to work, you know, with exclusive Pokemon in each version? You know, like, you know, if you're in a world with someone, are you going to see their exclusive Pokemon? Like, how's that going to work here? So stuff like that, I still have questions about, and I'm sure you do too. Also, I forgot to mention this when I was talking about the graphics, but we got to actually see the professors and possibly your rival. I'm pretty sure she's your rival, but yeah, again, these character designs look great. Very different from the typical Pokemon style, but they look pretty good. One concern I have for the game is, you know, what they're going to take from traditional Pokemon games and what they're going to take away from Arceus, because yeah, open world, that's straight out of Arceus, and kind of Sword, but let's not get into that. But we still haven't really seen how, you know, if we're going to catch Pokemon the same way as we did in Arceus, because this trailer didn't show the standard catching in Arceus. Instead, you got to catch a Pokemon, sure, but it was in battle. We haven't seen, how you get into, these encounters or get into these battles with Pokemon. They kind of cut away, pretty cleverly. They don't want to show off yet, unless I missed it somewhere, which is possible, but we're still not sure how the battles are going to take place. Is it going to be more like Arceus and you can go around catching Pokemon without any kind of battles? Or do you have to engage in a battle in order to catch Pokemon, like in the traditional games? I'm a little concerned because I like the Arceus way of things, but if they manage to make the transition from, going into battles and stuff very fast, this could alleviate those kinds of worries. But yeah, that's definitely a concern I have for this game. Also, thankfully, we got a release date of November 18th, 2022. Which surprises no one. I mean, we kind of all expected at least November because that's when Pokemon games usually come out. So no surprise there, but I'm glad we actually got a hard release date. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on the game. Let me know down below your thoughts on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Are you excited for this generation, or are you a little concerned with how Pokemon has been releasing games, We just got Arceus this year, and now we're getting a new generation. Share me your thoughts down below, because I really want to talk about this game. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. God bless.